transpires this year.
Here we go. Oregon, UCLA, second time this year, and it's Kobe Johnson first.
And a quick burst here, and a kick. Good look. A little man. Jason Benetti.
Had to see if they're
by the
score
Ducks.
in 2 seconds.
He can make that.
And he does make it.
He can. That stretches the D. That should open up driving lanes for others.
How many times in your career has somebody scored before you got to say man to man?
Occasionally. I put them on my wanted list.
The Oregon Ducks, 78 points per game. They did lose at Minnesota in a tough environment on Saturday. A big win for the Gophers, who stormed the court.
Shelstad really go. Nice denial. Johnson on the wing, but Shelstad really can put it on the deck and get to the rim.
Mick Cronin in year number 6. He's been to a Final Four, and you see he is so intense from minute 1 about his defense specifically, and this could very much be a low-scoring game tonight. Another deflection for his defense.
Yeah, they really can stop and deny. They sort of shut you down. They don't push the ball. They will take advantage on occasion, but basically half-court kind of a team, and of course the Ducks like they get up and down.
Game that was in the 70s in the first meeting back in December, 73-71. That jump shot won't fall for Biddle, and the rebound is hauled in by Angel. Biddle, a hard cut, and he'll go to the free throw line.
And that's what they do well. They really read things, dive beautifully. Nice find to Biddle, but Bama kept that thing alive. Little Villanova and Washington State.
Yeah, well
it's like it has been all around.
Well, I've just been out on the West Coast with you the last 4 days. You are the first person to say I look tan in the history of my 41 years on Earth. Dana Altman, 27 straight winning seasons.
It's incredible. And only Tom Izzo and Bill Self. Right? I thought I might sneak in there, but we don't like to stretch the truth.
I'm sorry, it was 27, not 2.7 straight winning seasons.
And how about 8 NCAAs in those 15 years? I mean, every place he's been, he has been a winner.
Yeah, Marshall, Kansas State, Creighton, Oregon as a head coach.
And as advertised, that full court pressure on a make, particularly on free throws.
Lazar Stefanovic into the game already for UCLA. There he is in the corner, fanning it out for an open three. That's a splashdown.
He is starting to step up, playing with a lot more confidence. He gets that stroke going. We know he's got a great middle game.
Dylan Andrews, a 33% three-point shooter. That answer is no good from Bamba, and here comes Clark.
And Bamba continues to struggle from deep.
3 for 9 against Washington, but 0 for in every game surrounding that the last couple weeks. Andrews was feeling it. He missed that one.
Shelstad so quick. Got to pick him up at half court. He's got great range. And they love this ball screen with him.
They showed blitzing him there.
That step back
against Stefanovic. He missed it, and a great block out.
Well, it sure was underneath.
Stefanovic
shoots it.
Yeah, he wanted the 3 there instead, and just ripped away by Angel from Bilodeau.
You mentioned the defense. That checkup by Andrews was special. Angel and Biddle very good at high-low action.
Here is Biddle taking a jump shot and canning it for 2. He's got all 4 for Oregon.
I'd say he's healthy, huh?
Looks it.
Looked pretty spry today.
Springy.
Wasn't hanging out in the evening with you, so he looks very comfortable.
Yeah, it's something about the pot and the kettle there.
The pot calling.
Yeah. Here's Andrews. Ball movement pretty quick here for UCLA, and a little frisky.
Good idea. Execution wasn't very good. And right here, we've seen him make threes during the course of the season. Breaks you down. Not even a jab step. A weak challenge.
He had so many health issues last year. He had the wrist issue, he had the illness issue, but he's the highest rated Oregonian as a recruit to play for the Ducks, and they're happy to have him back, especially losing N'Faly Dante to the league.
Now there's that high-low. Beautiful. Nice seal by Angel.
And a strip by Clark.
Very heavy, right spot. Good read, great preparation.
Why are they so good at that high-low pass, Bill?
Well, size is one thing. The ability to hold off low, good vision, and good passers.
Well to shoot.
UCLA's hoping Daly, nice cut, but not a good pass on the baseline.
UCLA creates 16 turnovers a game. It's a big number.
They did a good job up there. I think they got 16 points off of turnovers. A little kick.
And when you look at turnover percentage and you break it down, you know, per possession, essentially they are number 2 in the NCAA about a quarter of the time.
That's his sort of his track record wherever he has coached. Daly had a great game earlier in the year, as you recall, against the Ducks. Nice screen by him. Sets it up for Belladar. Pretty. Daly provides the lift.
Right out of the chute, we're seeing the big guys establish themselves tonight.
Double high. Nice. That's what they do. They relocate and help the passer out.
Sean Barthélemy off the bench.
This is his game. That's his game. He's got to drive.
TJ Baba.
Yeah. Lay off the threes. It's the 1-2-2. Use some clock. We saw them work on this matchup zone. Here they go with it. This can be confusing. You got to rely on individual ability. Good cuts.
Kind of in idle. There's Daly, and he hit from that spot a couple of times in the first game.
And he made himself available at that pinch post.
Important right off the ball to show yourself.
I like this kid's game. He's a Stanford kid. Boy, that's deep.
Little missed it. Rebound Bilodeau.
Andrews very good at getting to that foul line.
Daly against Angel. That is ridiculous.
I think he likes playing this team. So effective.
19 points, 23 minutes the first time. He's got 5 early, and UCLA hasn't missed from 3.
Empty side now.
Barthélemy got it for 2.
A nice little handoff. Biddle's so good at screening people. Big wide body.
Versatile bigs.
Yeah.
Both teams.
Yeah, very much so.
Barthélemy had 22 in a big win against Alabama earlier this year.
He can elevate right here, Daly. They've got him on the box.
And he will. And he scores.
And why not? And that was a good cut, a good read by Daly from the foul line to the box. And they've kept Zellstep from penetrating. That is key. Keep him in front of you.
Biddle for 2. Great game so far for everybody but our advertisers.
We'll get him in later. There's that spot he loves to get to.
You can see it.
Yeah.
So easy for Andrews. He's got 5.
And as the year goes on, I think his stroke has improved.
He's 32% last year from 3, but you feel like there's a little more ceiling there for him. He played a ton of minutes for that team last year.
Of late, he's been more effective.
Barthélemy for 2. He's got 4 off the bench.
Well, kids possess that weapon, don't they? Ability to knock down that 7-8 footer.
Little floater.
Yeah.
Montreal's finest, Barthélemy. It's like a hockey game, how free-flowing it's been.
And 7 minutes without a timeout.
And there we
They
go.
get what, huh? You needed a break, though. You were losing your breath.
Is that what you're hearing? So much better at that.
And once he learns how to shave, he's going to be murdered.
Here's Andrews fouled.
He does look like a young pup, doesn't he?
He does. He does. I mean, it's such a juxtaposition, right? He's 7 feet tall, and he's such a young guy.
And he really didn't get many minutes in the league over there. It was well, Mick was bemoaning.
Especially early on in your career, you need to play.
Nice step back. He can shoot. From up empty there. Stefanovic.
Going to stay with UCLA.
Second chances are big in a quality game like this.
I mean, the last two games have gone 73-71, 68-66 for these two teams. So you expect it's going to be tight.
They had some good success against UCLA over the years.
Over 500 with Oregon.
Nice screen and roll. Just go up now.
Mara on the look at the stop and oh man!
Who said I was young? He's possessed. How about the southpaw? Ring-a-ding-ding. Send it in, big guy.
Did you have any idea he was going to dunk that?
No, I thought he would do a little finger roll.
Adai Mara is a totally different guy. What a job by him, by this staff, to get him to turn this corner.
Nice prevent there.
He changes the game so much as that three is off the front iron, and we get a foul against Supreme Cook of Oregon.
Getting good shots down here, though. But Mara, so impressive. The roll turns correctly. And right here, he knows he owns the guy. Goodness. That is impressive. Whew.
Was the James Bond movie? Tomorrow Never Dies. Right?
Well, he's going to survive a lot of games. Going to get better and better. Looking for that middle game if they can get it.
Daly is feeling it against Oregon again.
Boy, he has been so solid. Good pull-up.
Year number 1 at UCLA for Daly from Oklahoma State. Shelstad got to have it.
First look he's really had.
Rebounding collision, and it'll come back out to Bartholomew.
Trying to lift Mara here. Nice rotation by Kobe.
And Mara waits for it. He mistimed his jump. You don't really blame him there. And the scoop won't fall for KJ Evans, and a foul on the rebound, and Kwame Evans.
I like the competition right now, don't you?
Absolutely.
You mentioned Daly and what he's been able to do. He loves to play against the gold. Tonight it's the black as he delivers the southpaw. Sweet.
Daly Jr., who Oregon's going to see in its nightmares.
And why not? The way he's played up there, made some threes, kid rebounds. He's got some range. He's aggressive, with a little bit of toughness. Not afraid to attack, and not a bad post-up guy with that turnaround, Jay.
Yeah, we just saw a turnaround from just outside the lane before the break as UCLA leads by 9, trying to sweep Oregon in the regular season this year after a 2-point win back in December. Andrews into a jumper, and that won't fall, and Bartholomew, it'll be Oregon basketball. They let it go out of bounds.
They had that matchup again. They got to pry a little bit. Don't settle early. You can get some good looks, but you got to be patient.
You've never been known to pry before.
Not to your business. Here's the guy that's got to get it going. Southside Tracy as well. 3-guard look right now.
Adai Mara in the game. Bilodeau played the first 7 minutes or so. Mara now in as Kobe Johnson has the defense. Here's Biddle over Mara for 3.
And he really took advantage. Got lost in the shuffle, Mara. Gave him too much distance.
Nate Biddle tweaked his ankle in practice on Tuesday after the Minnesota game. He was questionable to play. He is in the starting lineup. He's played the balance of the minutes so far.
He's got the hook, remember. Whoops, he lost it.
Keep it with UCLA 10 to shoot.
So it may have hit his hip. But that foul line is wide open on cuts. You just can't start there, though. And now they go the 2 bigs.
What do you think of this? Bilodeau and Mara together.
Yeah. See if they can pass to one another, and also the guarding at the other end is the key. Real good D by Shelstad.
Yeah, he worked around Mara beautifully.
Got to shoot it.
Sky Clark working into his jumper, and he missed it. Good defensive possession.
They're real solid. It can be mesmerizing, though. The matchup, a lot of pointing, a lot of exchanging bodies.
There you see Mara out high working with Biddle. That three from Barthélemy is good. He's got 7.
And he looks at the bench as well. Some of these matchups are going to be tough.
Along with UCLA, played 2 bigs. Mara turning, doubled. Out of the corner, a little hook pass for Johnson. Now Clark, back to the rim, that's his game.
And Johnson made that by that cut. You're absolutely right. Wasn't counting the house. Good sprint.
Little has wanted to shoot all night. He's going to step back against Mara again, and that time the long arms were there, and he ends up with a long rebound, and he gets fouled.
Silly foul, too. Just should have avoided him. They just looking at him like, you know, come on, relax a little bit.
Don't need it.
No, not at all.
Mara and Bilodeau playing together, and Mara has allowed Mick Cronin to do this with his improvement.
No question. The growth is there. The potential is there. But right now that foul line is open. See Bilodeau? Now you got to get out of there. Somebody else has got to replace. Catch them with 2 playing 1.
Interesting spacing with the bigs there. Here's Sebastian Mack, and he traveled. You're right.
Yeah. He loves that right. He was ready to put it on the deck and attack.
Mick Cronin having a moment with Sebastian Mack.
He's a good admonisher, Mick.
What makes a good admonisher, Raph?
Well, it's peppers in your ear, I think. Oh, not a good foul either.
Bilodeau.
Well, they want to deny it there. They do have a very deep high-low in their game. So I'm sure that's what they stressed in the scouting report. He's catching it, facing away from the hoop.
So fouls you don't need out of each big.
Right.
Bilodeau, who was not well-liked by the Oregon fans anyway when he was at Oregon State. Now he plays for another conference rival.
He's got a French-sounding name, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Nice slip, Adams.
UCLA is so good recovering defensively.
You got that size in there, prohibitive. Now look at, try and get this ball in now with Mara.
Good luck.
You got to go deep, I think. Somebody's got to go deep. They like to circle around this and sometimes pin in the lane. There they go, trying to pin.
Yeah, rejected by Mara, who looks like he's on stilts.
Boy, the preparation's great. Angel looking to duck in and beg. They just took it away.
How about Moss? He was like, hey, Bam, will you throw it in this time? So Bam Tracy's got to do it, and he gets it around the leg of Mara. Step back, won't fall for Tracy, and the rebound Bilodeau.
Yeah, real solid checkouts.
This is such an interesting lineup for UCLA and their future this season. And Toby Johnson got it.
What's amazing is Moss was on Mara in the low box area and didn't even give him a look.
Could use Randy Moss against
Mara. Look at this tonight. Ooh.
Mack got away with some contact there.
Oh, foul.
That's going to be on Clark. And no shot as Moss drove. So UCLA by 8. If you're on FS2 with us, please go to FS1. Rejoin our at least one beautiful face. Bruins by 8.
Speakers will be auctioned off to benefit the American Cancer Society. Thank you.
big win against Gonzaga.
Right. And then the Carolina game in the Garden.
Which they felt like they should have had.
Yeah.
I'm speaking for myself there, not the program. That jumper won't go for Bamba. Again, you said it. His drive game is strong.
Yeah,
the jump shot has not been.
It gives you some confidence, too. Looks like straight man.
Screen from Bilodeau. He and Mara have been out there together since 10-10 in this first half.
Tough.
Down the lane, tough catch.
Yeah, Bilodeau's right there. Not a good look. So they kicked it to the wing and then dumped it down.
Bamba looked at Moss, and Moss just waved him off as a "you take it." Shelstad has not been shot-seeking so far.
And not even able to turn the corner. They've contained beautifully. He's quick both ways, but
That three for Evans won't go.
boy, clinic with the checkouts. UCLA early here.
Textbook.
Mack likes to go.
Bilodeau pops out of the lane, leaving Mara down there.
Look how they take the right hand away. They're going to force him this way.
He whipped on the screen. Now Bilodeau ramming into the lane, and that won't go. And Mara
On the
is
check.
out.
He was. Evans.
A Fox College Hoops Friday lights up primetime with a cross-state rivalry. Indiana takes on number 10 Purdue in a Big Ten showdown at Mackey Arena tomorrow, 8 Eastern on Fox. That is a very, very big game for Indiana.
And families have squabbles.
Yeah,
Different people went to different schools.
they do.
There he goes again, right? There he is. Now this lineup tonight seems to be the one that's perfect. I don't know if the two bigs together are ideal.
In this game specifically,
Yeah, right.
Daly gives UCLA its largest lead.
I think you can keep it in the bank, though, just in case.
You never know who you're going to draw in the tournament. Biddle missed it.
Shelstad was unselfish there. I think he could do some damage on his own, get him going.
Oregon now has missed 11 of 13 threes in the game, and this will stay with UCLA. You know, Oregon's not a great three-point shooting team. They've been a phenomenal three-point defense, which has kept them afloat this year, but they're 145th in the country in three-point shooting.
And 31% they hold the opponent to.
Yeah.
Nice screen by Bilodeau. Good look for Daly.
He missed it, and Bilodeau pawed it out of bounds. He was trying to deflect it to himself and couldn't do it.
It is a late arriving crowd here. I just saw blurring our vision.
It's true. There was somebody walking on the court, and you're like, what? He's got a hat on. I don't think it's a player.
Give him a whistle.
I feel like we're in Iowa City.
A nice shot by Bilodeau.
Biddle hearing about an air ball. Johnson digs on him. It's Bamba, and they will deal with that.
Yeah, they can back off and jam things up.
UCLA stifling defensively against Oregon.
Nice help by Biddle.
Ooh, that was fortunate.
Very lucky.
Tumbling to Mack. Daly hits the deck against Angel.
Nice denial there by Bamba. Daly can't believe it.
Fallen Angel, not the fallen Daly.
Clipped his wings, huh?
Well, on the right side of your screen here.
I just think it's a play on, though.
That foot entanglement.
Not the best thing he does.
Kobe Johnson missed it. Bilodeau missed it for three. Rebound to the corner in Shelstad. He's still scoreless.
Nice denial.
Well, Bilodeau tried to front it. Now Biddle into the lane, and it's blocked from behind by Bilodeau. Out of bounds off of Oregon. UCLA is playing airlock defense.
Absolutely sensational. It's the denial, the recovery. Pays for the gamble a little bit here, but look, it gets back into play and right off. An Angel. Talking to Mick today about Perry the other night. Remember he missed a three, got a right, another catch, took it, and a third time, which I love. You know, a little courage when things aren't going your way.
Especially as a freshman.
Yeah, he's a big upside on that kid.
In a very adult game right now, college basketball. Kobe Johnson bursting down the back door.
How about that? Little gamble opened up the baseline.
9-0 run for the Bruins. Foul away from the ball.
Was it Daly? I'm not sure on the cut. Somebody grabbed.
Looked like it was.
Yeah. Well, they are really down in a stance on the outside shooters. They're not getting any clean looks.
Now Oregon so far from 3, 2 for 14. They've also only been to the foul line for 2 shots in a game.
They really did a nice job. Oh, again.
Foul on Angel for sweeping the elbow through.
They had a little post up too if he threw it inside.
They're going to look at that at the next timeout here as well.
A little frustration right here. Whew. I don't know.
But we've seen that elevated before.
A little love tap. But
the previous play is under review for a flagrant foul.
Yeah, we'll find out when we come back. The officials going to the monitor. The cylinder and then create the contact for himself. Raph, what did Tim Comer just say to you? We'll get the call.
I love the call, though.
They turned off the microphone. Apologies for that. What did Tim Comer say?
A lot of people
we'll do it Western Union.
Wish they turned ours off.
Yeah, that's right.
Like that. But this invading, I agree with this. He is right there in and under.
So what did they do, Raph? What did Tim Comer tell you?
They go to the cylinder and wipe out the other.
So the foul is off.
Right.
Okay. Which you said this during the break. If you're in that individual cylinder and then the contact gets created, then they have the ability to wipe off that. Well,
after being with you for 6 days in California, you've invaded my cylinder frequently.
I sincerely apologize publicly for that. Mick Cronin is getting an explanation from Paul Sells and DJ Karstensen.
He's got to be happy with that.
I mean, I think he would want to take F1. Yeah. So they're going to evidently switch who the foul was on, is the official word here.
The foul is on Daly.
The foul's on Daly.
Yeah. But I mean,
his second.
After further review, the foul is on number 3, Eric Daly Jr. His second personal 15 foul.
So that is 2 on Daly. And he's going to go to the bench, presumably for the 4:08 here.
That was an example of how they've closed out on everybody this half. UCLA. They're very aggressive, poised, a little overzealous in that particular play.
But it's what you want if you're Mick Cronin, defensively.
Yeah.
Bam Tracy, who hasn't scored yet tonight either. Supreme Cook against Mara. Nice. That's tough.
He does a nice job with that either hand.
Transfer from Georgetown by way of East Orange, New Jersey.
A little local kid for me. Fairfield as well.
Yeah. The Stags. Kobe Johnson, catch and shoot. No. Perry tips it to himself, and we will get a tie-up that'll go to Oregon.
Feisty, I like that.
The rebounding action has been hand-to-hand combat tonight.
Kyle comes in now.
Stick around, by the way, for the halftime report, Bill. It's powered by Ram Trucks, built to serve. Rob Stone, Casey Jacobson in the studio. Take you through our triple header tonight, including the big Nebraska ball win against Illinois. Big Ten is tough, top to bottom.
This is the first time they've run this. The little brush screen up top for shuffle cut and post up. Angel comes up empty.
Johnson from Andrews. Back to Andrews. No, missed it for three. William Kyle, the third, came soaring in out of nowhere like he was suspended by a hook in the air.
Talk about being ready. Just got on, inserted in the lineup. Comes a great distance, too. Not a bad look on the slapback pass.
It's a rugged rebound.
Small lineup all over, really.
Bilodeau out there without Mara now. Bilodeau missed it. Perry got a clean rebound. Tip back to him, and they'll fight for it, and this will be another alternating possession.
Like, they got it the right way?
It'll be Oregon.
They just switched it, okay.
Yeah, that's our third jump ball in the last 45 seconds. What is the Guinness record for jump balls?
The over and under?
Span? 5 fouls each way.
Very aggressive without fouling.
Bamba lost it off his shoe.
That's his game, though. Good help, good stunt.
Andrews wanted to hop into that three.
Nice denial. Bamba.
It's taken away by Tracy.
The attack.
Bamba slithering in, and he creates the foul against Perry.
He's a different player when he does that.
Yeah.
He's aggressive, he's solid, big and strong. On the open floor here. A runaway train.
You know, you can understand, right, at the end of your college career, when you've been a 37%, 36%, and 37% three-point shooter in the past, that you'd like to reclaim that, especially when your professional career's on the horizon.
And Dana doesn't prevent him from taking him. I mean, he's maybe selection on occasion offends him. Figuring with those stats, he might turn it around.
But the counterpoint to that is volume, right? When you're on a different team, they need different things from you.
Never talk to an Irishman about volume. But he is big and strong, though. There's a toughness about him.
Second one is no good. What's the usual result when you talk to an Irishman about volume?
A lot of aspirins. Nice dive by Bilodeau and a look. How about that?
Gets it off the bracket for 2 and a foul.
He has been terrific, I think, this evening, particularly on that defensive end. Denying, fronting, and here with a great read, though. Little drag dribble, freezes the defender. An angel in peril.
Cook is going to have to become a bench player for a while here. That's his third personal foul, and the first free throw for UCLA is good.
I think he got hurt against Carolina, if I'm not mistaken, to his ankle, and then didn't play the other night. Tough kid.
They missed him badly at the end of that Carolina game when the Tar Heels came back to win. One-legged runner, Bartholomew, no. Angel had the rebound. Bartholomew, no.
Good check out on Angel.
Bilodeau on the hit ahead for Clark. Mara filling the lane. That's nifty.
How about the trailer? 7'3". Nice give.
Angel needed it badly.
And he did. Struggling just a little bit on that offensive end. 18th of the year.
His first make tonight. Elstad trying to play for a steal.
A matchup again with a Horns look here.
Both bigs at the elbow.
Nice replace.
Bilodeau. Bullseye.
And he had an extra look if he wanted on the wing to Perry.
They're sleek right now offensively, UCLA. Mara Recovers on Angel. Into Bilodeau. Mara helped him out.
Numbers.
Johnson swerving to the rim for two.
How about the footwork in the open floor? And the D that set it up.
That was reckless and beautiful.
Watch Biddle on the pick and pop.
Bartholomew changing direction,
Pretty.
and he puts it in.
With some confidence out of Colorado.
Got some time here. Johnson, a glance at the clock, and he heaves it to miss. But UCLA stunning defensively in a 14-point lead.
Impressive. The white shirts have been down in stances. You can offensive rebound against this too, because you don't have people in an area to stick.
Andrews rocked into his shot.
Boy, he's playing with so much more confidence.
UCLA trying to get win number 7 in the league and help itself with a possible double by, and Biddle just clanging into Bilodeau.
About that jump hook, boy. Poise. Here's that little pressure now. Get them to play quicker, if possible.
Bilodeau wants it, and he's got it, and he drills it.
That's beautiful in the relocation. Nice diagonal look.
We had the view right down the barrel of that pass, and it was a good one from Clark.
Didn't recover quick enough.
Biddle, 2 more.
It showed, and nobody in the back at home.
2 Pacific Northwest kids, Bilodeau from Washington, Nate Biddle from Southern Oregon and Central Point, Oregon.
Shuffled ball, screen.
Clark.
Mid-range. Gorgeous look, though. You're going to get that all night if you want.
Looked like when you're trying to knock down the milk bottles at the fair. Hit it square, they don't go down.
I'm a city boy.
Okay, you've never been to the boardwalk?
I've been under the board.
Yeah, out of the sun.
Same play, pretty.
Yeah.
Different guy.
Angel for 2 this time.
Screen and dive and Biddle with the acknowledgement.
One thing Oregon has is belief that it can come back from large deficits. Andrews, no. Here comes Angel for Shellstad, and Oregon down 13 without him in the point column.
Got to be a little more aggressive, I think, once he gets it back.
He's averaging 13 points a game. He's a 38% three-point shooter.
And Tracy, 36% from 3. I mean, they were not even getting sniffs.
Angel on Daly for 2. That's tough.
Wow. Right along the baseline. Not very secure.
Oregon suddenly has not missed after halftime. Andrews might have had that miss ringing in his mind. He didn't take the jumper that time. Biddle knocks it away. It's punched out by Daly, and Andrews this time fills it up on the scramble.
Wow. Do you deserve an assist on that?
Maybe.
That was not pretty, but effective.
That was all Daly, though, reaching in like a linebacker, punching it out. Enormous 3 for some cushion now for UCLA, and a foul as Angel was roving down the lane.
Daly, a little hole, didn't move the legs, a little lazy.
It's 3 on Daly.
Boy, did he come out swinging early, didn't he?
Now Mara is going to come back in. Yeah, Daly is going to hit the bench. And remember, UCLA had a similar lead in the first meeting. They were up in the second half. Oregon came storming back in that game, so there's some history.
Who's your favorite inbounds play? Watching Mara shadow the whole baseline.
$20 cab ride for the pass. Bamba gets to the rim.
How about that against a large obstacle? Not Andre the Giant, but a very tall young man.
I never would have expected that name to come up. A lovely man.
Nice.
on a foul.
Almost. Pretty good try getting around the big guy. That's one thing Mara's got to get better at, sealing his guy and holding him. Legally, that is. Another screen to screener with a double.
Clark makes himself available, and Bilodeau fading out of bounds. This will stay with Oregon now. It was off of Bilodeau.
Pretty good effort.
He was getting boxed out, and he was fading out. Watch. Let's see. Bilodeau thought it might have gone off of Angel's head, or his halo, if you will. We get a foul away from the ball against UCLA.
Was it Mara?
Looks like it. See if the ball, yeah, and Angel reaches for his head there, but did it scrape Bilodeau on the way out? It's tough. Second foul on Bilodeau, by the way. They gave it to him. Some blood on Angel's elbow. With that moment, we remind you that Saturday on Fox Primetime Hoops, two of the Big East's best tip-off. Two-time defending national champs, the UConn Huskies, take on number 9 Marquette and Cam Jones. Saturday, 7:30 Eastern on Fox. What are you watching in that game?
I'm not so sure what I'm watching.
You know, well, what,
you know,
Cam Jones is such an individual talent. And UConn...
They're so aggressive, though.
Yes.
Defensively, that's what I would look at with Marquette.
Yeah.
Big thing, Liam, is he coming back soon?
Yeah,
that sort of is shaking up the UConn.
Yeah, and Dan Hurley has said, you know, Liam McNeely's not a superhero for us, but he would fix a lot of things. In some ways, they do need to play better as a group, though, for him to fix whatever he's going to fix.
They got to get back to defense and rebounding, which was his mantra for many, many years, you know, starting at Wagner in Rhode Island. That would be a good fix for them. Little flex on the out of bounds.
Bamba declined on the three. He'll drive into the two towers down there and lose that battle.
We have plenty of time. Good take.
Into Bilodeau again.
He's got to do that. Just sting the deep.
I mean, he was unrelenting there twice. He went right into the big guys of UCLA, Bamba did.
I'd like to see Mara down on the box.
He's out to screen.
Here's the roll. Nice help defense. Bamba, lighten it up. Give it up.
Hand in. Here is Tracy on the feed, and Shellstat couldn't handle it. It's off his hand.
I'm not so sure he should have given up that early. Keep it to dribble, freeze the D, and then give it. Thought he had him. Jason Benetti, I just love some of the diagrams they come up with. This is just a beautiful little split of the stagger, the open roll to an empty side, and all of a sudden nobody at home on that baseline. Middle, able to finish the deal. Now they come back with a similar kind of a situation, but it's a dribble handoff, roll, and a nice dive to the opposite box, so the strong side defender just can't get over to compete. Pretty play. That's why this guy's won consistently for a long time. I mean, good action.
People talk about halftime adjustments, right? And coaches are adjusting through the course of the first half, but you have a moment to stop and look. And one of the things pretty clearly Dana Altman said in some version was, stop settling for threes.
Well, it's one of those things. Everybody's looking for threes, and he was not very happy with some of the shot selection. And two nice little plays. Get the deuces and get back in the game, which they have.
Within 10, 48-38. Bamba had a notion for a steal on Mack here.
And Mack has not been able to turn the corner whatsoever. They got to get some touches in here somehow.
Mara pretty well out high. He's turning, and he nearly traveled.
Nice closeout.
Mack, long range, late shot clock, no. Mara got a hand on the rebound and couldn't clear the juggle, and a steal by Clark.
Good play, both of them. Mack was back there to defend as well.
2 possessions now in the last minute. Dana Altman would want back on lead passes.
Mara's got to be stronger on the catch, too.
Clark rang it off his leg. Mara spinning and left it short.
Little, nice job. Bodying him out. Empty side, too.
Bamba has a very strong defender, Kobe Johnson, on him.
Plenty of room with the bigs out to go and attack the rim.
Bellamy had the corner cut off on the inside lane by Mara. What a matchup that is. Barthélemy, no late shot clock. Angel, a one-handed rebound, and he's fouled.
Well, he did it because Johnson had the other arm.
That's true.
Pretty good aggressive. I think little guys love this opportunity, don't you? To show a big guy how he can take him to the rim. Mara held his ground beautifully.
It's not fair, though. He's got the long arms. Then he starts to use the leg, too, to make it difficult. Put up the fortress. Boy, they just can't get Shellstad a look at all.
Not at all. How do you replicate this in practice, though? The inbounds pass against Mara. Very, very difficult. Middle, pretty good size. I'm sure he could do it.
Stack 2 people on top of each other inside of a trench coat.
That's about the only way. Boy, he is doing a good job.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
A spike.
TNT of a block.
How about that? He did that with his underarm. He didn't even have to elevate here. How about this?
Karch key rise.
Giving a message right here.
Yikes.
He's just learning how to play. Nice help, Johnson. Nice dig.
Not many people have done it like Mara in the last 30 years here at UCLA defensively recently. That was vicious block. And Bilodeau, a screen on Shellstad.
Well, I thought Andrews could have gotten a middle shot. Nice dig.
Oh, Johnson the find, and Mara is electrified.
How pretty was that? Nice peek over the shoulder and delivery. Johnson. Walk.
Bamba traveled.
Yeah. Just learning how to play. Scratching the surface. But what a nice look at dump off. But the presence to get to the box, too. Didn't stay outside. Big time attack.
You said it a couple minutes ago. He's got to be tougher on the catch. And that's not a challenge catch, but it's a real good one.
Good eye-hand coordination.
Yes. If they could give most improved player through the course of a season, he would win it right now in Big Ten play. He wants the ball, and he's going to get fouled.
That Angel was praying for help. Well, he's giving up like 7-8 inches, isn't he?
That's an unholy defensive assignment. They wanted Stefanovic on the cut. Instead, Mack hops into a pass.
Nice pass on the kick out.
Johnson ball fake. Nasty. He traveled.
He got caught me trying to give it to the big guy or finishing the deal. I like the play, though. Good attack.
We see Mara in the game. Tyler Bilodeau being worked on the bench. You see it in the background there with his leg outstretched. You can see him watching the game. He wants to get back in. He's got that look in his eye.
Good shortcut by Stefanovic.
Bamba rummaging to put it on the rim.
Admitted body search got him to the free throw line. Stefanovic took the brunt of that.
He got hit in the gut.
Trying to walk it off. In a way, this could be an offensive foul.
Well, the pronunciation, it is an offensive foul.
Very much so. Changes your vocal cords.
It does. Bamba got the first. UCLA's taken 1 free throw. Oregon 5. Clean game. Daly's coming back in, so Mick Cronin feels like he needs Eric Daly Jr. with 3 fouls at 12:21.
I think he needs some scoring. That's been a problem, particularly with Mack unable to provide that lift. Great preparation taking away his game. He sets up their full court pressure,
which we saw UCLA use quite a bit against USC itself on Monday night as Moss checks back in. There are minutes for him. He just played 6 in the last 4 coming in.
A little bit of an ISO right here. Taking advantage of size and good catch.
Catch by Andrews to rescue this possession. Now Mara goes to work on Cook. Cook has 3 fouls. Daly right back in the game. He buries one.
Well, I just love how he relocated. Got the nice look. Bailed out Mara with the cut.
33 points against Oregon in 2 games for Daly this year. Bartholomew, no answer, and a foul on the rebounding action against Stefanovic. The AAA USC, which could just be a stunning display of college basketball in a loaded Big Ten men's and women's basketball.
Don't you have a bowl game this weekend, if I'm not mistaken? Don't you? A women's game?
Coming up, yeah. Next weekend, be here in LA. USC actually just played Minnesota today over at the Galen Center, and the UCLA fans are like, okay, that's enough USC conversation for today. Stefanovic, a hand on it.
They had great denial on that duck in. This is the guy that has to get going. 1 shot, gets 10 points a game.
Sebastian Mack you're talking about. He had 14 in 23 minutes the other night.
Some big ones, too.
Yes.
That Trey, nice roll.
Was denied, but he'll go to the free throw line. That was an aggressive Mara.
He's a happy young guy, isn't he?
Yes.
A nice ability, deployment perfect, empty it out for the big fellow to roll. Does everything but finish this deal. It takes that hit. Gangly, wouldn't it be a good description?
You could call him that, absolutely. That's 3 on Evans, by the way. Adai Mara from
he's taking a redo.
to try it again. He's got Mulligan. I mean, why not, right?
The ref had to say, you can't do that.
Can't.
He can do whatever he wants. It's a home game.
Hit the reset button on the video game. He missed that one. His 3rd try, really. Daly the rebound.
So active. That's the guy I think they got to ride a little bit. Daly.
Andrews running behind Mara like he was a fullback.
I thought they could get that all night.
And they have, really.
Yeah, middle range. Just keep biting away with it.
Supreme Cook trying to turn on Mara, and he'll draw the foul.
Just trying to get him to stay up and erect. Everybody telling him what to do over there.
I think they feed off of Mara's energy, you know, just the way that face-to-face conversation just went.
I think they all feel if they're going to do anything this year, he's going to be one of the reasons.
Yeah.
You want him to come along.
Supreme Cook just a 58% foul shooter.
He may get a little blown out, Mara. And the dunk comes in. A little more of a scoring threat from outside now.
So if they miss 2 free throws in a row, they win French fries.
Can we get in line?
Second one. No good. Potatoes for everybody. That might have been one of the biggest cheers of the night.
It's not a rousing audience, would you call it?
No, but they're good basketball.
Oh, yeah.
They're very engaged.
There you go. Bad gamble, make him pay, and inside Billy Doe gets fouled.
That might have been 2 points.
What was that?
4.
4, yeah. The big wide bodies being ridden out. See, that's what Mara's got to do better. Learn how to spin out of that when they deny. Get ball reversal, dump it into them.
Is that his build? How do you do that?
Practice and timing and willing passers help.
That one's on Angel. That's his second as Mara on the bench. Already the fouls have mounted compared to the first half. Easy 2 from the corner for Johnson.
Boy, that's lazy defense.
You don't say that much about a Dana Altman.
No, not at all. The prep on those baseline out of bounds.
Boy, Biddle versus Bilodeau is rugged right now, grabbing each other's jerseys down there.
Nice cut.
Angel the find and Bamba the stuff.
Pretty. Again, the big outside, a lot of room to roam.
Oregon had gone, Raph, 6 minutes without a field goal. UCLA has created stretches of really rough offense.
They can stop you, though.
Bilodeau wants this shot. Now he sizes up his prey. Biddle nearly traveled. Andrews knocks it down.
How about that? Individual ability. Really didn't have anything going. They got a foul on Biddle, I believe, or Angel, excuse me.
Angel's asking his team to huddle up and come together, but this place is wired right now. They get Barthélemy on the turnover on the foul.
Nick get the free timeout over there.
Brings Mara back into the game. Mick Cronin with the largest lead of the day, looking for a knockout punch here.
Always watch the inbounder.
Mack on Bamba. Mack wants the shot. He got denied.
Biddle did a nice job taking Mara's ducking away.
Mara the screen. Andrews revs the engine. Tough shot. Side of the backboard, and this will be a violation.
Boy, Johnson is active, though. Really pursues things. They got to string a few defensive stops together, I think, or if they want to get in this.
Have to.
But Shellstad's got to do some damage as well.
We talked about the stretches without points for Oregon. It's 6 minutes twice, basically, based on this UCLA defense.
Shellstad's been on a tear the last 5 or 6 games.
Yeah. 6 straight double-figure games for him.
This guy, too.
Scoreless tonight until now.
There you go. Sets up your D.
Daly's just been enormous in this series this year. A foul called again down low.
Shellstad, maybe.
It's going to be a 1-and-1.
Yeah, not necessary. He's off his game right now. See those numbers? What a struggle.
And you can tell he's a little bit out of sorts because he never fouls. He is 7th in the country in fouls called against per 40 minutes. According to our friends at KenPom, is a 1-and-1 for Daly.
We had kids who never fouled, but they weren't good defenders.
They were just never around the ball, right?
Right.
Indiana Purdue tomorrow, 8 Eastern. Looking forward to that in the Big Ten. Free throw is good.
Chicago for a breath of fresh air. And Then on the road for you tomorrow.
And then we'll check Robbie Hummel's social media in the middle of the game. Always fun to do during Indiana-Purdue. Biddle, no good. Clark got drilled by Bam Tracy, who was actually named after the Flintstones character Bam Bam, but didn't really want it to translate like that.
And, you know, Clark had Mara take off. Look at Mara anticipate on the leak out as well. No question about the foul. You like the aggressive play.
Sky Clark to the free throw line. We were talking to him earlier this year, and he said if it weren't for COVID, he probably would have stayed home overall, but he ended up going to Illinois and then Louisville. There's Daly again clearing the rebound. Just too much fight in UCLA.
And he is a tough kid. Look at Shellstad trying to go under.
That's in no way a fun time for Shellstad.
I've never seen that, have you?
No, it was a ring around the rosy. A couple games ago, Adai Mara had not gotten in the game, and there was a whole contingent of people he knows from Spain at the game, and then late in the game they started chanting, "We want Mara." It was the game he didn't get in before this run that he's gone on that has really transformed his season.
Well, the people in Spain probably don't care for Mick.
They do now. Largest lead of the game, 19 for the Bruins.
They're so good defensively, they make you use a lot of clock. How to catch it, and you're out of bounds. Wow. Boy, they out of sync.
You don't really see this on tape from Oregon, do you?
No.
I know they struggled to score against Purdue a couple games ago, but this is not normal.
Speaking of good defense,
yes.
Right? They get after you as well. It's a lot of pressure on your perimeter people. But Daly's numbers just astounding against this Oregon team. Look at the mismatch he's got. He can offensive rebound that, and they get back in position.
Clark knocks it down.
How about that? Playing with a lot of confidence. You mentioned Illinois and Louisville. He averaged 13 points at Louisville.
He ended up going to Montverde by way of Ensworth High School in Nashville. He's bounced around a ton, but home is where the heart is for him. Bamba lines it up and misses right. This ship might be leaving port here for Oregon.
They really stymied him there. I thought he should have dumped it in and cut. I knew they had a reset or a reload on the box. This is all without Mac doing any damage.
Oh, he just ran around the world there. Into the post, Mara. It's a triple team.
Down to 5.
Daly had to do a juggling act into a 3, and that's the way the night's gone.
How about that? Boy, the balance, poise, and confidence. Boy, if he can string this together, what an addition to the offense.
Oregon's wishing he stayed in Stillwater. Turnover.
Pressure on the ball, denial on the wing by Daly. They are excellent at the end of the floor, all because of that guy.
He demands it defensively. It's the reason UCLA is what it is right now. And you win this game, and you're suddenly in a tie for one of those double byes in the top 4 spots in the Big Ten.
How about that? How quickly it turns in this league.
And they lost 4 in a row. Everybody's like, what is this season going to be? Now they've won 4 in a row, going on 5.
Just can't get down. We're too high.
Mack missed it, trying to grab at the rebound, and it'll be Oregon basketball.
And that's the first time he got close to that rim on the dribble drive.
I thought he might feed Mara there. He had a look at it.
He did.
Oregon on an average of 78 points a game. 44.
Consistently during his career, Mick just shuts people down. And these kids have bought in.
Moss, short. Mara gets on the rebound. Up ahead, Daly to throw it down.
The big fella. Great vision. The kick out. Love-like?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We know we've mentioned Unseld for those old-timers out there.
This is one moment where I do wonder, looking from above, what Bill Walton thinks.
Oh, my goodness, his banner's up there. Give it to the big guy used to say, right? Ring that bell. A daily occurrence.
Throw it down one time.
Deep. Get a chance to chat for a couple of minutes before the game.
He would never say no to anybody who came up to him, asked for a picture, asked for an autograph. They had to have somebody to say no for him, right?
You can learn from that.
The lead is 27 for UCLA tonight.
Nice pass.
Nice catch. Bilodeau's going to the free throw line. UCLA has a long homestand here. The Bruins just played at USC the other night. They were at Washington as part of this win streak, and then 3 straight home games. That one against Tom Izzo and Michigan State is enormous.
Everybody here is talking about it.
Yes.
I mean, just because well, Michigan State, but Izzo. You know, a lot of the fans want to get to see him first time, probably for a lot of them.
Yeah.
And his team.
It's his birthday today, right? I think Tom Izzo's birthday. I saw on social media.
Maybe. He looks good for 50.
He has a vintage Michigan State team this year.
He does.
Doesn't it feel like
Throwback. Deep. Play with a lot of confidence. Not mistake-ridden. Guard, rebound, and push.
Oregon just never figured out the UCLA defense.
They are just right there on catches, on penetration. First time to duck in.
Cook scores.
But Perry got caught behind.
Jamari Phillips, the freshman from here in California, is checked in for Oregon to get some minutes late. Kyle, very springy.
And just doing the right thing, being in the right spot, arriving, pinpoint passing.
Bellamy was huge in the first half. Phillips, wide right.
They've done such a good job helping and recovering.
You know, you watch the Big Ten on a nightly basis. And you watch a team one night, you say, I don't know, they're ever going to win again. Then you watch them 3 nights later and you say, I don't know, they're ever going to lose again.
Would you say that about Illinois a couple of weeks ago?
Yes.
Right? All of a sudden, struggling a little bit.
I mean, you see what
Injury too.
Minnesota, they beat Michigan. They lose a game that's an outlier as Andrews. It's a shot clock violation. He didn't get it off. And so we will step aside. UCLA with a big lead against the Ducks. This year, they were, if you recall, everybody at home, they were not going to make the NCAA tournament. They had to win the Pac-12 tournament.
And you were there, right?
Yeah.
Short.
Perry off the back tap by Phillips on the miss from Mookie Cook, the sophomore from Portland.
He's got to feel that, though, Perry, though. You know, he's coming behind you. Pass it or eat it.
Somebody yelled his name.
I would say it might be one of the coaches.
Yeah, it could be. Trying to get Stefanovic open. He has not really found his shot this year.
This is one of the few mistakes you've seen.
Hook missed the jam. That's what they call a microcosm.
Yeah, of what's transpired. I can't recall one fast break where they didn't get back.
Yeah, agreed.
They had that 2-on-1 once that was a turnover.
But they filled the lane well enough to create the turnover as Perry hits the front iron. And Oregon will play Nebraska on Sunday to try to figure this out. That is not a squeak of a shoe. That's a person. There's a three for Bartholomew.
Not too many of those looks.
Then Oregon's got to go to Michigan and Michigan State as a road trip after the home game against Nebraska, who you just saw beat Illinois. Mack misses the three. Cook has to shove Kyle off of him. We get a whistle that will lead to a 1-and-1. And Oregon will go to the free throw line for its 9th foul shot of the night. They get 21% of their points off free throws. This is rare, and there is that road trip coming up. You hesitate to say, like, easy pocket of the schedule, difficult pocket of the schedule, because everybody's won games this year.
And seeing Nebraska, a nice win against Illinois this evening.
I was shocked that Nebraska was 2-7 in the league coming in. They played very well in the non-conference.
They protect home court pretty good, too.
Yes.
You get one there, you accomplish something.
They're chanting Jack Seidler, the redshirt sophomore from Marlboro, New Jersey. Now while the offense has the ball, they're being quiet so they can call plays at the line of scrimmage. Foul on Phillips. Well, it was a clean game until the last 82 seconds.
Sort of getting a little out of sorts, trying to run some clock on each trip.
There's Seidler awaiting his chance to get in. What time do you normally get out of sorts?
Generally when I have you that I'm assigned with.
Here comes Seidler to a rousing ovation.
Always have their favorites, don't they? The fans?
Yeah, like you. Down to a minute to go here at Pauley Pavilion.
1 minute.
Back screen slip. Nice denial by Mack.
Mack with goal off the backboard, and they couldn't finish for Kyle.
Ooh, Nicola may have something to say about that. They've rehearsed this on occasion. Kyle the third misses the deuce.
Does that send it out?
It could be.
Cook got it for two. They have Supreme and Mookie on the floor. It could be too many cooks.
Spoil the broth. Pretty impressive. Getting tougher. Your Bruins reflecting their coach.
That's the way they wanted to do it.
All right. Nice dive.
Kyle from Perry. Bartholomew, one last try for Oregon. Supreme Cook. And here is Mack. Oregon held to a season low 52 points. UCLA, a stunning defensive effort to go wire to wire for win number 7 in the Big Ten for Mick Cronin and UCLA.